Hello people, in this video I want to talk about a smart way to invest in real estate without having a lot of money. You can start with as little as 20 bucks or even more than that. And the way that I'm going to discuss real estate investment is via REITs, Real Estate Investment Trust. There are some positives and there are some negatives to REITs. But the negatives do not outweigh the positives outweigh the negatives. Or it really just depends on people's options. So what's a REIT? A real estate investment trust, right? And a company that has a portfolio of properties and you can own a percentage or share within the profits via dividends, almost trading just like a stock does. So there are a lot of people out there that want to get started investing in real estate. So I suggest that you buy REITs until you're able to buy physical property. Because the downside to physical property is that the buy-in is really high. There's a lot of loans involved, and there's also a lot of upkeep and a lot of maintenance involved in physical property, but usually physical property is going to show you more returns and much faster when you're dealing with direct income, and there's pluses and minuses to both doing REITs and physical property. The one thing I wanted to say about REITs is that one of the biggest problems that people face when investing in REITs is when they get their dividend reports and it's tax time. So before I go any further, I just want to let people know that I am not a tax preparer, I'm not a financial advisor, and I am not giving financial advice. I'm just talking about what I think, for me personally, works really well. This video is for entertainment purposes, so watch it at your own leisure. Now, let's get to what I like about REITs the most. What I like about REITs the most is that you don't have to deal with phone calls in the middle of the night because some plumbing broke. You don't have to deal with noisy neighbors or noisy tenants or complaints or anything of that nature. REITs are just some managed portfolio of properties from a company that you invest in, and all you're sharing in is profit, and that's it. You're taking on some of the same risks, not completely, but you're taking on risk with it, just like you take on risk with any investment. And in fact, I think that real estate property is a little bit more riskier than REITs. If you ask me, that's just my opinion. I do not know for sure 100%. In my experience investing in REITs, I've gained mostly returns. The only time I don't like it is tax time. Tax time, REITs are taxed as the highest form of ordinary income. You're talking about an upwards of 33%, which kind of sucks. But there's going to be some returns, there's going to be some profits, so you might as well enjoy that while you can. So REITs are good to have in your portfolio with regular ordinary stocks, closed-end funds, mutual funds, ETFs, and stuff like that. You can, to save money on REITs, you can always do ETFs that hold a portfolio of REITs to avoid the ordinary taxes. I think, I'm not 100% sure. Please do your research before you take any of this information to heart. So, REITs. How to invest in real estate without having a lot of money down. The reason why I talk about this is because there are some dreamers out there, there's some visionaries out there, there's some math people, some people interested in creating profits, some people interested in passive income. And why should you have to wait until you have enough money to invest in real estate when the tools are right next to you? I'm going to have a link below of some of the REITs that I like to personally invest in, and possibly a link to the stock portfolio or stock distributor that I use if you'd like to use the same one. for free trades. I use Robinhood. And if you get started today, you can get a free stock just for getting started. And here's the thing. All investments are going to have some level of risk. But the riskiest thing to do is to have money and not do anything with it because of something called inflation. So there's no safe haven for money. The safest way to live in society and not have to worry about money is to live under a rock. So now that I got that out, I would love for everyone to give me your comments below, share your feedback, and tell me what you think you'd like to hear more on REITs. Maybe this can be a part 1. I can rename the video later and I can talk more about it. Maybe some people would like to talk more about other things. I know that I was tweeting about Fundrise before, and someone had asked me about Fundrise, and I started doing a lot of research on Fundrise, and I was always iffy about Fundrise, and I'm still iffy about it, so I don't know if I want to get involved in Fundrise at this moment. But REITs are something I can do, and that's one way to invest in real estate without having to have a bunch of money to throw in. So you can start gaining income on your capital right now by investing in REITs, investing in more established companies that hold a portfolio of profits and properties. So make sure you get your profits today by sharing with other companies. There's a list below. Once again, I'm not being rewarded in any way for letting you know the different companies that I invest in. I'm just throwing some ideas out there for conversation. Please join or buy or purchase stocks at your own risk. I'm not your financial advisor, and Google it, do whatever you want, but make sure you give this video a thumbs up and like it. Have a good day.